Right, guys, so day 8, and today we're gonna train arms. So, unfortunately, my microphone it got disconnected from my phone. So, I'll just do a voiceover over the video. And we're gonna do some press downs, some push downs, some barbell curls, and let's see. So, this is just a warm up set just to get the blood flow going into my triceps, my elbow joints, and all. And also, don't go intense on warm ups, don't fatigue yourself before you even move on to your working set. Keep your warm ups brief, not too much, just so that you kind of feel the motion and get the blood flow going in the muscle. Alright, so this here is my first working set. I put on the full stack and I'm trying to keep the reps between 6 to 10 till failure. And I'm pushing really hard on these sets. And I'm not more focused on my form. Maybe my form will kind of break in the end. But I'm just trying to load the triceps with this heavy weight. So this is the second working set. Usually when I do the tricep push downs, I usually have a spotter with me who will help me get some couple of extra reps in there and just to increase the intensity. But today I didn't have a spotter with me, so I tried the rest pause drop method just to increase the intensity. And also keep in mind the rest pause drop. You should not take so many drops because then it entirely becomes a different set. So just two drops are enough. So first drop I take I just rest for 15 seconds and do the same weight. Maybe this time I'll get it for less number of reps. And the second drop I'll drop the weight by about 15 to 20% because I'm really fatigued. And same thing, I'll just rest 15 to 20 seconds and hit again. Just try to get as many reps as possible. So just take two drops. No need to take more than two drops.
Social media has got me going crazy lately. Everything's inflated, mainly everyone's invaded. Privacy is naked, man, I really hate it. God, I really hate it. I just wanna make it through all this fake shit. Living in the real life, living for some real times. Talk about the real climb, passionate and
Alright, so the next exercise it's the single arm cable push downs. I usually do it with both my arms, but this time the machine was taken and there was only one spot. So I had to do it single-handed. So right there I'm not focusing on loading the tricep with the weight or something. It's like kind of an isolation moment for me. I'm not going heavy. So the same thing, I'm just trying to keep the reps between 6 to 10 till failure and just focusing on squeezing and stretching my tricep. So same thing, I'm gonna do two sets here, and the second set is going to be rest pause drop to increase the intensity. Now, as far as training volume is concerned, I'm keeping the volume as low as possible and I'm going very intense on my workouts because muscle building it's like ultimately it's an adaptation of your body against the stress you put on it. So you cannot do high intensity workout for a long period of time. It's not beneficial for your muscle growth, and it will just take you more time to recover, which is not good. So just maybe 4 or 5 sets per body part it's enough if you're really training intense, kind of like Mike Menzer approach of training high intensity. But it's not always the case. But well, most of the times it will work for you. But still, you have to look at yourself. Some people they respond good to high volume, or maybe some people they respond better for high volume for some specific body parts, like you need extra volume on your legs or maybe extra on your shoulders. Some body parts they will respond good for intensity, while the others they will do better if you do more volume. So find your sweet spot, see what works best for you. For me, low volume and high intensity it works good. But once again, if you want to get strong, like if you're into powerlifting, then that's a different case because strength it requires a lot of volume. Intensity also, but volume also. Because you're training the motion, not the muscle. You're trying to recruit more fibers, like you're trying to make exercise a full body exercise, like you're not only using one muscle group, you're trying to recruit as many muscle groups as possible, lift the weight from point A to point B. So that's a different case. You're getting used to the motion, so you practice it more and more. That's why in case of strength, volume is king. So right now I'm just focusing on my physique. I want to kind of put more emphasis on my physique this year. But after this training block, we will start powerlifting, and then hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys more about powerlifting training and principles.
Yeah, I've been in and out the studio like a student though, working on a movement, yeah, I'll do it cause I'm in the zone. And you know that I'm ready for the shows, how it goes, I don't know, but I'm waiting till I'm chose. Front row, here I go, all these people wanna know what you think of them lately. Do you really love me or do you really hate me? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you grade?
So triceps done, then we started our biceps with the basic barbell bicep curls. Nothing better than this exercise, and close grip chin ups to build the biceps. So here I'm trying to load my biceps. I'm trying to lift heavy, the same keeping the reps between 6 to 10. And in the end maybe my form will break a little, so I will just try to use little momentum to get the weight up, and then I'll do the slower eccentric because it's where the most damage occurs.
Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God I'll get it, bro. Hey, I ain't never giving up. Yeah, I never give up. Fake it till I make it. Motherfucking take it.
Alright, so on the second set I called a guy to help me with the positive part of the motion, and I'll lower the weight slowly in the negative. So he'll just help me with the positives and I'll do the negatives slower. This way I can increase the intensity of the workout, because your body is more stronger when the weight is coming down on the eccentric part of the lift.
Massively active, expanding, backslid, playing into habits, so I will go capture it, and I'ma stay after it. I'm gonna fucking master it, put 'em on blast it, they will never last it. Don't be so dramatic, not my demographic, this shit is democratic, they phone effects, yeah, bitch.
Now this next exercise, it's what you guys call the spider curls. Maybe I did this after a year or more, because I was more into strength training and I didn't focus on a specific body part like isolating my biceps or something. But this time I'm focusing more on my physique, so I gave it a try. Well, eventually a curl is a curl no matter how you do it, but I'm just trying to bring in some variability. So just to keep my arms in front of me, and I did this with the dumbbells just to kind of get more of squeeze on my biceps by supinating my wrist and this pinky finger, using the force from the pinky finger. You cannot do this with the barbell, you can do it with the dumbbell. So it felt great, the contraction felt good. So try these things, sometimes bring in a little variation in your workouts and see if it helps you. But you should not be dependent on these exercises, because they're only like kind of isolating the bicep. The most muscle you're gonna build is from the compound lifts, like the basic barbell bicep curls, where you load your muscle. So once again in this exercise, try to keep your shoulders as low as possible, like your arms are just hanging from your shoulders. Don't keep your shoulders stiff, just let them hang, and focus on the squeezing and using the force from your pinky finger and supinating your wrist to get the most out of this exercise. So that's it. That was our workout. Now let's check the pump.